What's up guys, Matt here, aka Extrasify. Welcome to a follow-up video since my prospecting video a few days ago where I prospected over 7,000 Felslate. I've got some pretty juicy loot there, so you guys can check it out on my channel if you haven't seen it already. But I got a few viewers of mine asking where it was that I farmed all the ore that I prospected in that video, so I just thought I'd come make this guide, show you guys how to make some gold, and swim in gold just like I currently am. So this spot, I've been doing this spot for a few months. Mining and jewel crafting is my combination that I do here. Essentially, I mine here, and I'll do a route in a couple minutes. But you just go all around here, mine them, and then I collect them like in mass, where I'll stock like, you know, half a guild tab full or something like that, just full of ores and stuff like that, and then I'll just mass prospect all of it with the sorry if you heard my dog, I don't know. So I just mass prospect it, get the gems, and then cut them and sell them on the auction house. That on my realm is how I make the most profit with this. But enough talking, guys, let's get into the route. So basically, there's like about a 5-minute respawn timer for nodes, so let's look for a node here. Just kind of freeze him real quick. So I mined this, right? Sure. And by the way, guys, you want to have the enchant legion mining because it will cut the time of mining by half. So instead of, I think it's 3.4 seconds, it will only take 1.7 seconds per node, which really adds up over time, guys. By the way, Legion flying and having the reinforced reins will also greatly increase the amount of ores you get per hour. But not to fear if you don't have reinforced reins. No, I don't have it anywhere. But there's an item called Demon Steel Stirrups, and they basically let you do the same thing as the reinforced reins, which, if you don't know what they do, you can interact with objects while mounted. So I'll show you. I'll go over here. I'm mounted on my nether ray, and I can still mine and then just fly off real quick, which is super helpful and super useful and convenient. Some add-ons you're going to need are Gathermate 2 if you want. I personally don't like it because it basically just puts a bunch of node locations on your map, and it can get pretty messy. It makes your map look kind of messy, so I don't really like it. Although I do recommend it if you're like starting to farm at a place, because it will remind you where all the node locations are of whatever you're farming. And another ad is called Server Hop, or another add-on, excuse me, is Server Hop, and it basically allows you to switch between realms, which refreshes node spawn times. Now this is obviously super useful because you won't have to wait for the 5-minute respawn time of nodes. And there's some controversy, like you can get banned from it and stuff because you're cheating, you know, you're stealing nodes from other realms, you're exploiting the respawn time and stuff, but guys, there's no banning. Like, as long as you don't do this 12 hours a day every day to make it look suspicious, you're definitely not going to get banned, guys. So I mean, I've been doing this for months. I've been using Server Hop for months, and I've never gotten any warning or anything from Blizzard, excuse me. So let's get into some numbers. What I averagely farm here, I like to do 2-hour session, 2-hour sessions, excuse me. I don't know why, it's just kind of how I do. Sometimes I'll do like 1-hour sessions if I don't have a ton of time during the day, like working a job or school or stuff like that. But per hour I will go by. I average roughly 900 laystone ore an hour and roughly 350 felslate per hour. Now, of course, factored in, I have Legion flying as well as the reinforced reins. So if you don't have Legion flying, or maybe you're not going to use Demon Steel Stirrups for whatever reason, maybe you're a druid or whatever, factor those kind of things into your total values. But I would say the best time to use server hop is about mid-afternoon. You can do late morning as well. Anytime basically after late morning is really well, because that's when people are getting online and starting their day. Alright, enough with that. Let us, there's actually not a lot of nodes up right now, but let me just show you a full route. So we'll start in the cave. This is where I like to start. And to open server hop, just to prepare it, we type /sh for server hop. Whoops. I'm going to just take care of that guy real quick. Alright, so this is server hop right here. Basically, some people thought that server hop was broken in the past because, you know, you'd click search and you'd click hopping and you'd click it and nothing would happen. Well, it did there. But basically, you have to spam click hopping multiple times in order for it to pop up with stuff like that. It's been delisted. Alright, so we'll hop and we'll transfer realms. And as you can see, the mobs phase out. Oh, there's someone else here. But you can get Laystone seams, Felslate seams, all the nodes, all kinds of nodes. You can get shoulder enchant procs. I love Boon of the Blood Hunter. I recommend that for all you guys, especially if you're using jewel crafting. Okay, the group disbanded, so I am now back on my original realm. So let's just go through a route here. We'll pop the wings because those are lit. Alright, so we'll start in the cave. Oh, we already got a Laystone Basilisk. That is the Living Laystone proc in your mining guide. By the way, guys, also factor in my numbers to all this stuff. I have rank 3 of everything except Living Laystone. I have rank 2. Rank 3 will give me a little bit more material when mining. I believe it's when mining the Living Laystone. Okay, so we'll come out here. I'm actually going to turn down my dialogue. It's a little loud. Mount up. There will be nodes all over this location. You know, just spread throughout here. I kind of do a little lap around here. Kind of check here, because, yep, there we go. There can be nodes over here as well. So I just do kind of a half circle loop around this way. And then oh, there's one over here as well. Just mine them all up. Let me turn down my sound a little bit more, guys. I'm sorry. It's a little loud. And there can be nodes all up this hill too. So once I remember the cave's right there, you can do the little half circle and come up here. Now, I think it's because I got the nodes earlier, but there can be nodes all around here as well. All throughout this kind of area, even over there as well. So always keep your eyes out. Make sure you, I mean, it's pretty obvious, but make sure you have find materials tracking. There can be a few up here, and then this is about the limit right here. Oh. This is about as far as I usually go. So we'll mine this one, and then we will search for a new realm. Alright, once we hop, wait for phasing to occur. There we go, and look, there's the node over here that spawned on this realm here. Alright, so once we come up here, we server hop, and then we come back down, and basically it's just rinse and repeat for however long you want to farm. I usually farm, you know, a couple hours a day, and then I'll throw some gems on the auction house, or do whatever else, you know, farm something else. Right now is kind of a bad time, because there's a bit of people out here, so there's not a ton of nodes, but promise me when I say it, guys, there are nodes that spawn throughout here. And also, if you want to bring a double gatherer, I don't currently have one on my realm, but there are starlight rows that spawn around here as well. Maybe I can find one. Not really, but you get the idea. There's starlight rows. So yeah, there's even nodes over here. Hopefully I can get it in time. No. Alright, we'll kill him real quick. There we go. Hey, Blood Hunter. Nice. Nice and easy. And you can also get Blood of Sargeras if you have the rank 2s and such. Let's open that up. How many? Just one. Lame. Oh, there we go. they can spawn throughout here, like I said, guys. So we'll loot this one real quick. But yeah, guys, that's basically the guide. Let me know if you have any questions, or maybe I left something out. There's a Felslate seam in there. Let's go loot that. I'll just shadow meld. That's one thing I love about Night Elves. You don't have to worry about killing all these guys. Or also, if you have a stealth class, you can farm this on any class, but I prefer Night Elf. I would kind of also prefer to do it on like a rogue or something that has like permanent stealth and can sap. But of course any class works, guys. Just make sure you're 110. Like I said, the location is right up here in the very top of Suramar. And yeah, guys, that's basically it. I average, if I were to sell the ores raw of the amount I get per hour, I would get around 25 to 30,000 gold raw. But with jewel crafting, I'm making close to 50,000 gold an hour. Now, take in mind that's my realm alone. You know, your server can vary, but check the prices on gems and check the prices on ores as well. Because sometimes, not often, but sometimes it can be more profitable to sell the gems, or I mean, excuse me, to sell the ores raw rather than prospect them. But yeah, guys, that's how I've made my gold, basically. It's how I've made millions of my gold. And I'm a man of my word, as you can see. I have around 8.7, almost million gold in WoW right now. I've got more in the guild bank, so I'm approaching 10 million very soon. So yeah, guys, that's really good. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below if I missed anything, stuff like that. And please like the video, subscribe if this helped you, and all that jazz. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.